Hey, Coach Rod here. I'm going to break down today for you ladies out there exactly what division you want to be training for 2026. You're thinking about fit model, bikini, wellness, figure. By the end of this video, I promise you I'll have broken it down exact enough that you're going to know exactly which division you should be spending your time in. And to be frank with you, I've been doing this a long time. I've seen a lot of women sometimes competing for years and years, placing poorly because they were in the wrong division. Time, energy, effort, money wasted. As soon as they pivot to the right division, they start winning everything under the sun, right? Like, first place, overall, sometimes pro cards. So knowing your division is very important. I'm going to break it down for you step by step here today. And again, you're going to have, by the end of this video, the exact idea of what you want to compete in. All right, so let's take a look. As I said, we're talking about 4 divisions. Fit models first on the board here. Fit models are our newest women's division. Those of you that don't know, it's bikini, basically as of 10, 11 years ago at this point. And realistically, all that means is it was bikini, but a little bit less. So a little bit less muscle up top in the shoulders, right? Still some shape, still some development, but it's nowhere near what current today bikini is. Still a great taper in at the midsection, creating that hourglass shape. Lower body must exemplify that same hourglass shape. We're talking about that really coming from fullness in the quads. A lot of quad fullness in fit model right now, right? Like a lot of shape and density, even, honestly, a little bit softer than what Ashley has here is what we're seeing kind of win right now, but we haven't seen fit model at Olympia just yet. So we got to stay tuned. I'm using these photos because this is, honestly going to probably be what we're going to see at Olympia in some form or fashion. But that fullness to the quads, that balance of the hourglass shape, not overly shredded, not overly lean. Ashley always has 6-pack kind of muscle going on, not required. Some athletes will benefit from that, some won't. But basically, realistically, we're looking at bikini from, 10 years back, hourglass shape, glute structure developed, quads and, hamstrings, everything is there, showing that size, that shape, that fullness. No real visible tie-ins. That's really key in this division. This is the only women's division where you don't want to have that. You'll literally get scored down if you do have it, right? So what that means is this division overall is a little bit less muscular. It's less conditioned. And it is now our entry level into women's divisions, basically, right? It used to be bikini. This fit model is now the entry level. So if you've never competed before and you're wondering, all right, what do I got to do? Well, if you like this look to be like the maximum, like the Olympia level best in the world type of a look, like that you may attain, then, okay, great. This is the place for you. A division with a little bit less muscle, a little bit of the same shape, not as much conditioning, but virtually, a lot of similarities to bikini. The suit also is going to be different. It is different. It doesn't showcase here, but the suit, is actually no bling. So it's not gonna be rhinestoned out. That is a differential. I saw a lot of women compete in that this year, fit model, and I saw some retreat, go back to bikini. I saw some rooted and they liked it, and that's where they want to be. And this is a great division to start in no matter what if you never compete. It's not necessarily a great division for women out there that want more of a muscular, more of a lean look. You're chasing those tie-ins. What is for you then? Well, bikini. So we got Maureen on the screen here. She just won Olympia bikini. Pretty good standard for where it's heading 2026. And what you'll notice right away with a little flip back and forth here, a lot more muscle, right? We're looking at a lot more muscle on bikini than we are fit model. So it's going to be a lot of similarities, but definitely more size in the shoulders, more delts, period, right? More development. It really showcases that. Still same kind of tapered look, creating the hourglass shape in the midsection, oblique, everything's still flat here. That's really key in all divisions. But realistically, what we're looking at is a lot more muscle, more glute, upper glute shape, density, hamstrings, quads, everything with, guess what? Go figure, a little bit leaner, right? So that's where bikini kind of advanced, as we know, because we were just comparing fit model, bikini, and those were both bikini compares at one point. So bikini has got more muscular and it has, more condition, and some women just absolutely love that. So upper glute development, roundness, showcases that tie-in, hamstring development, quads in balance. Everything is symmetrical in bikini. Everything is hourglass in bikini. Everything is muscle and shape. And, you know, I've done this coaching a long time, seen bikini kind of go up and down, and, you know, where sometimes it looks really shredded and stringy, sometimes it's looking more full and soft. This season, we're going to see a lot more of the fuller and softer look winning. And that's a lot of feedback that, you know, athletes have been hearing even in that last quarter of last year, right around Olympia, because again, that's the direction that judges want to take. So if you're an athlete that wants more muscle, you want more of that shredded look, you're chasing these tie-ins, which I know so many women absolutely want those tie-ins. It's one of the first things I hear when I get a new athlete on board them. They're like, yeah, I want to know how long, when's the tie-ins coming? How do I get to the tie-ins? What do I got to do for the tie-ins? You want the tie-ins, bikini division probably going to be a really good place for you to go and try. If you want less muscle, go to Fit Model. If you want a little bit more muscle, leaner, bikini, no doubt, is the place. Now, if you look at bikini and you say, this is not, you know, not big enough for me. I prefer my glutes to be bigger. I prefer my quads to be bigger. I prefer all that to be bigger. Then we go to the next division. But first, I got to tell you about this, okay? I got a quiz. If you're watching and you're like, I don't understand, Coach Trey's saying a lot of stuff. It's great, but I don't understand. I just want to press some buttons and figure out exactly what division I should be doing right here. Go to my website. We got the link in the bio, and you basically click that, and it's going to take you right to my quiz. This quiz has been used tens of thousands of times. Actually, it might be more than that. I'm going to have to look. It's been used so many times, and so many athletes have gotten the perfect direction for what division they want to do. So again, keep watching the video. Don't leave me yet, but you know, you can click that button anytime. And you can go right here and do this quiz, and it will tell you exactly, you know, perfect recommendation for what division you should do. And then also we give you a little bit more on that side too of, you know, hey, here's some points on how to train. Here's some points on how to eat, how to do this stuff for those divisions. So it's free. You're not paying for it. You just go here, check it out. It's awesome. A lot of people, a lot of women have done this, and they've got immense direction from it. So again, like I said, if you're a bikini or you're looking at bikini, you say, no, I need more muscle. I'm really chasing those quads. I'm chasing the glutes more. Here you go. Wellness. Okay. Wellness. You know, it's one of the newer divisions. It's been around a good chunk of time now. 2020 was kind of when it broke out. And we're like 5-6 years into this game now. So we have a very clear look of what wellness looks like. And it looks like this, right? So we see a lot of density in the upper body, still great taper in. I mean, virtually everything in the upper body is identical to what bikini is, maybe with a little bit more muscle. They often, wellness athletes look a little bit more muscular up top, but it's generally just because they carry more muscle on their whole physique, right? So we see the same things. If you like those delts, a little bit rounded, maybe a little more than bikini, great. Still same waist taper, all that stuff going on. Lower body is what makes wellness. So if you are one of the women that absolutely love the lower body dominant look, right? Like you want the biggest glutes you can get in competition. You want the biggest quads you can get in competition. You want that. You want like the hardest, leanest, more 3D tie-in that you can get in competition. This is no doubt the division for you because you'll see again, you know, upper glute roundness fully developed. I mean, these are very dense, very filled out, very muscular glutes. That's what creates that tie-in. That's what creates, again, you know, this whole aesthetic. Quads from the back. I mean, hamstring density. So much muscle on the lower body. This division is great for women that are good with being asymmetrical. They love being asymmetrical, right? And there are some of them out there. So I always say, like, if you are good with never wearing jeans again, the great division for you. Leggings are your thing, you jam, you love training lower body, you always want to be hitting glutes, always want to be hitting quads. Okay, well, you will do that a lot as a wellness athlete in order to attain this muscle. And it is, in fact, the only asymmetrical women's division. So if you like that look, this is the only place for you probably. And, you know, realistically, again, step above bikini as far as muscularity goes, relatively the same conditioning. So a very interesting to see how that all plays out. Now, figure. Okay, last division we're going to look at today. This is kind of where I say we get to the peak. You know, beyond this, it goes fitness, it goes women's physique, it goes women's bodybuilding. Much less competed divisions overall. I can bring those into the table if you guys want to see more of that. But virtually, you know, most women are going to land in one of these four divisions, and these are the ones that are closest that people are getting confused about. So that's exactly why we made the video today. So figure is the most muscular of these group that we're going to talk about for everything. Biggest delts, as you can see, very, very much showcased. I mean, rear delts pop and everything. Full round, I always call it cannonball delts, okay? They're big, they're large, just like the lats, right? Big lats. that are wide, and they also have depth in the back and everything. Look at the erectors. I mean, it's a lot of muscle in figure. And basically the look is perfect symmetry, up, down, left, and right, just like this. And it also is a very focused V taper. So basically the most dramatic V taper you can attain, that's going to be your key to figure division. And there are some women that absolutely love this look. It's a great division if you want to build a lot of upper body mass, a lot of upper body size, like training back and training biceps and training shoulders, your favorite thing. You're honestly probably like, I don't really like training lower body that much. I wish it was an upper day, but you still got to do it. You still got to have that quad density and, everything there. Glutes, hamstrings, all of it ties together. Now, this is also the leanest of these divisions we just looked at here today. So if you, again, are very focused on leans, the shreds, this is going to be the place. This is going to be the most shredded that you will get out of this form and the most muscular. So again, there is a certain group of women that love that look. They want that look. It's great. It's not great for you if you don't prefer a lot of muscle and shreds. And I think it goes without saying, right? If you don't want to be getting as big and, having a hard time finding shirts that fit and stuff like this because your lat's so damn wide they don't even make it, well, this ain't the division for you, So this overall is the direction of this year. We're going to see Fit Model hit Olympia, and we'll get a real good look at that. But bikini, wellness, all this, it's all really solid. Again, if you have a question, you don't know, you hear this and it makes sense, I try to make a simple, video. I could have gone for like 3 hours right here. I don't want to do that to you. Go over here, hit the link. Okay. It's simple. Just hit this link right on my website. It's in the bio, and quick quiz. Take a couple questions. I mapped it perfectly. Tens of thousands of women have done this and got the exact division they should be doing. So you should check it out. It'll tell you right there. If you don't know yet, in fact, if you watch and you think, go take my quiz and see if it tells you something different. All right. Thank you for watching. Coach Ryan is out.